It's a... I'm choking on nothing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So first off, I'm just gonna say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I hope everyone has an amazing new year and we're gonna start 2020 off hopefully a little bit better. This video is going to be all my favorites and least favorites of 2020. Some may be earlier, some may be in 2020, but if it made an impact on my makeup game, I'm going to be showing it in this video. If you wanna see that, please keep watching. To start the video off, I am going to tell you what I told you in the intro. Some of these products are not from 2020, but I discovered them in 2020 and they made an impact on my makeup game. So I do have a lot of products. I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible, tell you why I love or why I dislove or dislike. What am I saying? I don't think dislove is a word. So I'm just going to start off, and the first thing I'm going to start with is primers. I'm only showing 2 primers in this video. These are the 2 that made the most impact. Ew, what's happening? Made the most impact on my makeup this year. They are not cheap primers, I'm very sorry, but these are the 2 that I loved this year. First one, as you've seen me use in a bunch of videos, is the Laneige Glow Away Makeup Primer. This primer, I've talked about it in previous videos. I love it. It grips your makeup like nothing else while giving you a beautiful complexion. Your skin is glowing. It grips that makeup and makes the glow shine through your foundation. So this is one of the best purchases I made in 2020, and I will be totally honest about that. This is amazing and I love it. It smells great, it's tacky, it's so beautiful and soft on your skin, and very hydrating too. The second one is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, the Illuminating. I love this primer. I also love it in the Protecting, which has an SPF in it, which is amazing if you want to just group some products together instead of, you know, doing a sunscreen and a primer separately. You can just do the one big SPF and it's amazing. I love that primer. But you know me, I love illuminating. I'm sure you've seen this in videos. I love this primer. They reformulated it. I found it very drying before. The new formulation, amazing. Not drying, and I love it so much. So this is so perfect for having, especially under a tinted moisturizer. It gives you that glow from within and it's so beautiful. So definitely a must. I have 4 foundations that I was completely obsessed with this year. This I discovered this year. This is the Hourglass foundation stick. I'm obsessed with this. As you guys know, I know it's expensive. It's more on the high-end scale, but I will tell you this was worth every single penny. You get that airbrushed finish. It's so lightweight. You can build it up. You can cover anything with it. You can sheer it out. Like, depending how you apply this foundation, you can do anything with it. So this is a must-have, and I love it and will continue to love it. The next one I have here is the Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation. As you all know, I am also obsessed with the HD by Makeup Forever. I love that foundation. This is also amazing. This one is more sheer. I would say this one is more of a medium coverage. You can build it up like crazy. It's so lightweight. It feels like your skin and it's so illuminating and so beautiful. Anybody this can work on, and it is so amazing. This is, oh my God, I can't even tell you. Like, it smooths, it helps with fine lines. It's amazing. So this is a must-have. I can never go wrong with the Makeup Forever foundation. This one is the most lightweight one I've ever seen. So this is a must. The last 2 foundations I have, they are in the same line, and you will see a lot more things from this line because I loved this line more than you could ever imagine. So earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken, ColourPop, yes, ColourPop, announced the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. This was my shit, let me tell you. I love this. It is so beautiful on the skin. It evens your skin tone. It like gives you a good glow. You can even cover certain things up. Like, it evens everything, your skin tone, your pigmentation. It is stunning. I love it beyond belief. This is my everyday go-to when I want like a light finish on my face and I don't want to go overboard with makeup. I love this. From the same collection, they later this year came out with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid, the Hydrating Foundation. This foundation is so buildable and so perfect on the skin. So it's, I would say, on my skin, I find it more of a full coverage foundation. I do like it, and I have sheared it out by adding the tinted moisturizer in with it, and it makes it, gives you the most perfect like airbrush finish on your face. What is happening? And it's also very lightweight and very hydrating and does not budge. Next, I'm going to move to concealers. I am very picky with concealers. We have here of course, the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Concealer. This concealer, for what you pay for it, is amazing. I love this concealer. I always use it with my Hourglass foundation stick because I find it blends so beautifully. It sits so nice under the eye. It doesn't crease, it doesn't get cakey. This is amazing. It can give you coverage. It can just, you know, airbrush your skin so beautifully. This is such a good concealer and it is so hydrating. It's ridiculous. I love this concealer. Next, we have on the lower spectrum of more affordable products, I have here the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I really liked this. I tried the original one and I didn't like it so much. I found it a little too drying for my liking, but this is amazing. This, so good. I love it. It's so hydrating. You do have to work with it fast. That I will tell you, that it's harder to blend out with a brush, I would say, but if you put this under your eyes, the look you get under your eyes is like nothing you've ever seen before. Let me tell you. Well, you have seen because people say it's a dupe for the Shape Tape. I love my Shape Tape. That's why I didn't put it in the video because everyone knows the Shape Tape is my favorite. So we're just going to let that one go for now. But this under your eyes, if you blend it out with a damp beauty blender or beauty sponge, it makes your eyes so hydrated, so beautiful. It doesn't crease, but I would work one eye at a time. That's the only like tip of advice for this, I would say, is one eye at a time. I love this concealer. I only have one setting powder for this video. I don't think it came out this year. I'm actually not sure. This is the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder. I love this setting powder. It's so finely milled and it's like creamy on your skin. It doesn't cause you to crease. It's not too drying. I love it, especially with a damp beauty sponge. Oh my God, it's amazing. So I've been using this like crazy. I'm obsessed with this. The packaging, when you get it, is amazing. I was obsessed with just the packaging looking at it. So I love this. It's, again, really hard to get in Canada. There's so many other powders that are amazing too, but this is the one that just made an impact on me this year. So this is a must-have. Next, we have bronzers. I only have affordable bronzers. Only these two really made an impact on me, plus one from a palette, which I will show as well. The first one I'm gonna say is the Essence Matte Bronzing Powder. This is so amazing. It has like such a beautiful, like a warm undertone to it, but also kind of neutral. I've used this as eyeshadow. I use it to sculpt my face or to add a little bit more warmth to my face. I love this color. You get such a huge amount for such a low cost. So if you're looking for something that's, you get a huge quantity for like just a low amount of money or a very affordable rate, this is a go-to. This is amazing. This, I think I paid like $4 or $5 for at Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's so, so good. My second favorite is the Silky Matte Bronzers from Milani. This is the 01 Sunlight. This, oh my God, okay, I'm getting choked up talking about it because I love it so much. This is so amazing. I don't have anything else to say, but this is amazing. I love this bronzer. It's so good. To me, it has the same undertone as my Hoola bronzer, and it really does a lot. Like, I love my Hoola bronzer still. I will always love it, but this right here, this is a game changer. I've had this in my daily routine for every single day. It's the perfect neutral shade to sculpt your face out with. So this is a must-have. I bought it for $11 at Walmart. The last bronzer that I really fell in love with this year is from the Ambient Lighting palette from Hourglass. I'm obsessed with this bronzer. I don't know what it is. It has like lighter and darker like bits of bronzer in it, and it has like a little tiny bit of a sheen to it, I think, in my opinion anyway, because I see like a tiny bit of like a sheen in it. This is called Natural Bronze Light. I love this bronzer. It deepens up your bronze on your skin, your contour. It can deepen it up so nicely by also adding a little bit of a sheen to your face. You know I love a glowy look. I love a glowy cheek, a blush, a highlighter. I love that look. So this really adds to that, and it adds a lot of dimension to your face. So this is a definite must-have. I'm not even sure if they sell this by itself. If I'm not mistaken, I know they sell the blushes by themselves, but I'm not sure if the bronzer is sold by itself. This is an amazing product. Moving on to blushes. I have 3 blushes that made a huge impact on me this year. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Rare Beauty Cream Blushes. This is such an amazing product. I am not a huge cream blush person. I'm trying to get more into cream blush. I loved this. This is so pigmented, so it's good for any skin tone, which is even better, and such a great way to make a product. It's buildable, but in my opinion, you don't really need to build it because especially somebody like me who has such a fair skin tone, when you put this on, it's there. Like it's so pigmented. It looks so good on the skin. I love these. I brought a couple other colors, but this one is the one that like really stands out to me. This is the original one that I bought. This is the shade Joy. Makes me feel happy. So, or joy really. So this is definitely an amazing product to purchase. It doesn't move, doesn't budge. You can put powders on top of it and there's no issue with it. My next cream blush I tried recently, but it has made its way into my daily routine because I love it so much. So this is the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush. There was a lot of different reviews on this product. I personally really loved it. It is more of a sheer product and you have to build it. So it may not be good for all skin tones, I will tell you straight up, but I really loved these products. I bought a couple more and the deeper ones have a little bit more pigment, I would say, to it than the lighter one. This one is a very light, like pinky rosy color, which just gives you that little like pinch to your cheeks when you're out in the cold, or, you know, like you want that little bit of like color to your cheeks. It just adds the perfect amount. And again, it's buildable, so it really works really nicely and it doesn't come off with powder products, which is a big upside for me. I don't like any liquid or cream product that's gonna come off with a powder. I hate that. It drives me nuts. I apply this with my beauty blender or my beauty sponge and it's on, it's good, and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. And it sticks where you put it is where you're gonna find it when you're done your makeup, when you have to take off your makeup. Can't speak, I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited about these products, so I'm just talking a mile a minute. So I'll take a breather for 5 whole seconds. My next favorite blush for the year was the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in Ibiza. This is the shade. It is so pretty. It's like a darker pink and it has tiny little like sparkles, like little like flecks of like sparkles in it, or glitter, I guess, but you don't see them on the skin. It just gives you like a beautiful like glow to your skin, and it blends in so nicely with your foundation and your bronzer. It is the perfect color and the perfect blush. I love this blush. I've honestly looked into other shades. Ugh, I can't speak. What's wrong with me? I've looked into other shades. I'm going to be purchasing other shades, but I really, really love this. It blends so nicely and it's so smooth on your skin. Doesn't show any texture, even though there's a little bit of that like glitter in there. This is an amazing product. For highlighters, I am, as you've seen, I know these came out last Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, as a holiday collection, but I love the Jaclyn Cosmetics loose highlighters. They are amazing. The colors are amazing. The pigment is there. The shine, I could see myself, like I could see myself from space with these highlighters. Like they're so good, amazing. They sit on the skin so beautifully, so smooth. I love these highlighters and there's really nothing else to say about it. This is the shade High Volt. I've used it in a lot of my videos. I love this highlighter. Next, I have the Milani. This is the Milani Afterglow Strobe Light Instant Glow Powder. This was so surprising to me. I used it in a recent video, but I've been using it basically every day. It's also on my cheeks right now. I'm obsessed with this highlighter. This highlighter was like a shock for me, to be honest. I've become, like, as I said in my drugstore video, like a lot of the Milani products really surprised me this year. Like I was in shock by the ones I tried. So this is definitely something that I think was worth showing in my 2020 videos. I don't know if this came out this year, but I am obsessed with this. I'm loving it. It shines so beautifully, but you can also work with it to give you more of a natural glow instead of something like boom on your face. So this is so beautiful. It doesn't show texture. It's amazing. Next one that I have for highlighters, I don't know if anybody's gonna feel the same way about this one. This is not something I would normally reach for, I'll be totally honest, but as I've used it a couple times, I'm loving the way it just feels on my skin. Like it's so creamy, so beautiful. This is the Kaja Mochi Glow in the shade Luna. This highlighter, it's like so baked and so soft. It's not like one of those ones that you can see from like a million miles away, but it gives you the perfect glow in the perfect spot. You can put on your brow bone, in your inner corner. It's amazing on your cheeks. It sits so beautifully. It's so soft too. I love it. It's so soft. That's all I can really say about it. It's so soft. Like it's like a baked product. I don't even know if you could see it if I put it on my hand. You might be able to, maybe not, but it's so light, but you could see it. Like it has such an impact on your face when you add it to your makeup. So that's something you should definitely think about. So for eyeshadows, I have a couple here that really impacted me this year. I was saying a couple times, like, I couldn't find much that really like stuck with me this year, but the ColourPop Nude Mood Palette, this one really, obviously these are colors that I'm drawn to. I love warm mattes, and like the super shock shadows in this palette like are my life as a color. I love it. So this palette really did it for me. I love that there's a couple mattes and then the rest are like a shimmer or a shadow with a sparkle in it. You could do so much with this palette. You could do barely anything with this palette. Like, this is a very universal palette, and I love this palette. Like, this I bought and I've been using very often. I even have it in here with like some of the blue. Next I have here, this palette was, the packaging I don't love, but hold on, I can't open it. Okay. The packaging I don't love, but the shadows inside were like out of this world for me. Like, I was in shock when I used this. So this is the Pat McGrath Labs, I don't know what they are. Oh, Eye Ecstasy palette in Subversive. So this is a palette that doesn't have a lot of colors. The packaging to me, I don't love. It's like plasticky. I don't love it. But the colors that come out of here, if you swatch this palette, it will change your life. Like, I don't know if they even sell this anymore, but I had to put this in this video because this really changed everything for me. This is such an amazing palette. The colors are so creamy, so like pigmented that it's ridiculous. You don't get a lot of kickback. Like, this is such a good product. So this really stuck with me this year. Like, I tried it a couple times and I love it. I even have it added in on my eyes here. Next, we have another e.l.f. product. You've seen me talk about these a million times before this year. I love these. These are the bite-sized palettes. These were genius to me when they came out with these. Genius. The formula in this little tiny thing with 4 giant colors is like astounding to me. I don't understand. What's in here? The color is amazing. The pigment is amazing. You can do so much with these little looks and they're so good. The formula is amazing. My last palette would be the Natasha Denona, the Mini Zendo palette. This one here, I love this palette. The colors in it really grabbed me the moment I saw it on the Sephora website. I don't know what it is. Like, I've seen a bunch of these little mini ones that Natasha Denona came out with, but this one for some reason like is like really grabbed me. Like, it's like these warm colors mixed with like these cool colors that just really like, it caught my eye and I needed to have it. And once I used it, they're amazing. The shimmers are amazing. The mattes are amazing. I love this palette, and it's so little that you could take it with you. The pigment is amazing, and the looks you can do with this are, there's like a million you could do. So definitely pick this up if you can. I have 3 eyeliners that really did it for me this year. This first one I'm going to say is the ColourPop BFF liquid liners. These are amazing. I don't know which color I have. I have the white one in my hand, but I also bought a pack of 6 that had a yellow, blue, green, red, black, and white. They're all amazing. The pigment that's there is ridiculous. If you looked at my holiday look, you could see I used the red and the white one. I will link that below for you guys. But this is amazing. You can get a perfect line. It doesn't dry out too quick, which I really like too. Some of those liquid liners, they dry out so quick and it drives me nuts. Next I have for liquid liner is the Rare Beauty liquid liner. This to me was the best liner I've tried in a really long time. The liner that comes out of this is ridiculous. Like, if you look at the pen here, I don't even know if it's felt tipped or if it's like a little brush strokes, but this is one of the best liners I've tried all year. Maybe even before all year. Like, it's so amazing. I love this product. Like, I don't know if it's just me. I even watched, believe it or not, okay, I did the Rare Beauty review, and I said in my review that it was the easiest to do a liner with, like a wing. It was so easy, like it just flowed. I don't know if it's me. I thought I was nuts. I watched a bunch of other videos and people were saying the same thing, that it was so easy to do a liner with it. So I was like, maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe it's actually that good, you know? It's amazing though. Every time I've retried to use it reused it, I put it on my eye and it's like the quickest wing liner I've ever done in my life. So this is such a good product and I'm going to be repurchasing this again and again. So this one made a huge difference to me in 2020. My next liner is one that I've been using a lot in my inner eye, and I have used it to smudge a lot and it's amazing. I used it on my mom to try it out on somebody else to see how it smudged and how it worked. But this is amazing. This is the Milani Stay Put liner in all black. This is amazing. I love this liner. Like, it smudges so nice, but if you don't want to smudge it, it won't move. A lot of ones that are supposed to smudge, they're smudgy all the time. So I've never found one that I like that's supposed to smudge that just stays put if you don't want to smudge it. So this is definitely something you should pick up. I picked it up for $6 at Rexall. This is amazing. Does not move off your face, off your inner waterline. It does not move. My next one, this is like my favorite liner right now too. This is the House Labs by Lady Gaga. This is the Identify Gel Pencil Eyeliner. And this is the shade, does it say the shade on here? I think it's Statuesque. This is like a bronzy, like goddess in a pencil. It's so pretty. You can't really see it, I guess, in here. But it is so, so nice. I put it on the inner waterline and it just makes your eyes pop all the time. It's so, so good. They're so creamy and they stay put and they're so nice. And the pigment that comes off of these, the colors that I have used are amazing. So you should definitely check these out if you can. For brows, I only have 2 products. I don't have a pencil because none really made a huge impact on me this year other than my Precisely My Brow, which has been my favorite forever. So I'm not even going to show that in here because everyone knows that's my favorite brow pencil. So the 2 that I have is the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. This is amazing. It's tinted. It comes in 3 shades and it's amazing. Like, if you want a quick, like, boom, boom, let's get out of here, like, put it on, go. And it's so easy, so pigmented. It gives you like the perfect bit of color while keeping your brows in place. And it's amazing. The next one, this is like my go-to gel, eyebrow gel. This is the Morphe Translucent. I'm sure this didn't come out this year, but I discovered it this year and I'm obsessed with it. This holds your brows in place for the rest of your life. Let me tell you, if you don't wash it off, it'll be there forever. It'll never go away. Your eyebrows will stay in one spot for the rest of your existence. So purchase this. It's like $7 Canadian. Next, I'm sorry guys, I know it's a long video. I'm trying my best to make this a quickie. I don't know if it is, but I'm trying. Next, I'm going to go to lip liners, the ones that I absolutely loved this year, which were the Milani Spice. These lip liners are so creamy. You could just fill your lip in with them and put a gloss over it and go about your day. It also can define your lips as well. You can overdraw your lips with them and they're amazing. I love this color specifically. It's really stood out to me. It's amazing. The color is so nude and perfect. It's just beautiful. So this is my go-to liner right now, actually. I'm actually wearing it too. Next, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner in Pillow Talk. Obviously, I don't think this one came out this year either, but this one I bought this year and am obsessed with it. You can redefine your lips as it says with this so easily, and it's so creamy. And you can also fill in your lips with this one too. A lot of lip liners, I look for the same thing in most of my lip liners. So I'm going to say the same thing about the other ones that I have. They stay, they don't move. You can put just a gloss over them if you don't want to put a lipstick. They define your lips. It's amazing. Next, I have the Morphe lip liner in Vibes. This is like a darker, like reddish brown color. This has been my go-to liner as well as a lot of the other Morphe ones. They're amazing. I love them. They're creamy. The same thing I'm going to say. You can define your lips. They're creamy. They don't bleed. They don't move. You can put just a gloss over it, and they are a really good price as well. So these are a go-to. Next, I have lipsticks. The lipsticks that are really like made an impact on me this year. I have the Essence Semi Matte lipstick in Loyal. I'm wearing that on my lips as well. These are amazing. The creaminess that comes out of this lipstick like is shocking. For $3.99 that I spent on this lipstick, it's amazing. They're so good. Like, I've tried some really high-end lipsticks and I love some high-end lipsticks, but this one is comparable, I would say, to a high-end lipstick because it's so amazing and creamy and not drying, and it just sits so beautiful and it lasts a long time. So this is a must. Next, I have the Morphe liquid lipsticks. I have become obsessed with the Morphe liquid lipsticks. They're amazing. They don't move and it's like crazy. So crazy. This one here is Peanut, but I own a couple of them and I love them so much. The pigment that's there, the way they go on, they stay forever, they don't move. They are amazing, and I only discovered them this year. I don't even know if they just came out this year. I know they launched a couple more colors this year, but I'm not sure if I own any of the ones that they just launched this year, but they're out of this world. Next, I have the Beauty Bakery Bubble Wrap Lip Whip. This was an unexpected surprise for me, because when I ordered the setting powder, I was like, these lipsticks look really appealing to me. I just want to try it. I'm going to see. This color, not only is the color just oh my God, out of this world, but I really even liked, not sideways, I was going to say sideways applicator, but it's on an angle, and it defines your lips so perfectly. And the color, I don't know if you'll see it here. It's so pretty. It goes on so stunning. It doesn't fully dry down, but I also loved that. ColourPop used to have the Ultra Satin Lip, and I love that because it didn't fully dry down, but it stayed on forever. So this is a definite buy. Next, we have this color, which is my spirit animal, which you've seen. I love this color. I've been wearing it non-stop since since I tried the color. This is the Fenty Beauty Underdog Stunna Lip Paint, I think they're called. Yep, Stunna Lip Paint. This color came out this year, and it has been my baby, my spirit animal. I love this color. This is my color in a lipstick. I love this color, the way it stays on. They sit so beautiful on the skin. They don't come off. They're so nice. So this is definitely, any of the shades I definitely recommend. So these changed my life this year in 2020. Next, we're gonna go to lip glosses. You guys know I'm not a lip gloss person. I don't like lip gloss normally, but I have 3 that really stood out to me this year. The first one is the Morphe lip gloss, which you've seen me use 100 times in my videos, especially this color. This is Pop. This one has really impacted me. I add this to almost every single nude that I have, and I love the color. It doesn't stick. It's so pretty on. It's amazing. I love these. They're so nice, and they have a nice sheen to them without being too shiny. Next, we have the MAC Shot of Color Lip Oil. This, oh my God, I loved this. The color that comes off it is a pigmented lip gloss. I won't say it's not, but even this one has an angled applicator that fits your lips so beautifully. And the color that comes off it is really pretty too. You could put this over just a lip liner, and it's so hydrating, and it doesn't stick, which is really nice, because a lot of the MAC lip glosses, they stick really unhappily for me. I don't like it. They're just sticky, meh. I don't even have words. I hate it. So these are it for me. Love it. The last lip gloss is a huge one on YouTube right now, and TikTok, and tons of places. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is a hyaluronic acid, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, hydrating lip gloss. This lip gloss, I was sure when I tried it, I was going to be hating this. I knew I was going to hate it. But I loved it. It's not sticky. The applicator is thick. It's nice. It sits so nice, and the shades that it comes in are stunning. I just bought a couple more, but this is the one called Silk. This is such a nice nude with a pinky little undertone to it. It has a bit of a sparkle to it too, which is a nice sheen. I love it. They're so glossy and pretty, and it gives you that nice glossy pouty lip. I love. So good. These are probably the best lip glosses I have tried this year out of anything. These are my #1 top ones. Next, and we're almost there, I promise, we're almost done. The next one I have here is setting sprays. My favorite setting sprays of the year. The first one I'm going to talk about is the 4-in-1 Always an Optimist Mist from Selena Gomez's beauty line, Rare Beauty. This is such a good setting spray. I put it on either before my foundation. I also put it on later at the end of all my makeup, and this is amazing. This smells like a skincare product to me. It has that nice spa scent to it, and it really sits nice on your face and keeps your face glowing really nicely. I give it a nice shake, and it even gives you that glowy lit from within kind of glow at the end of your makeup, which I really love too. So this is a amazing product for me. Next, I have the Pretty Fresh. I'm sure you guys knew this was coming because I said I love the line. The Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. This is amazing too. It has a really nice scent, and the mist on it is really nice too. It gives you that big nice mist, and it's not super expensive. The color is kind of cute too. Like it has like a nice like color to it, this orangey shade. It is so good. This is a rebuy. I love it. I've been using it. Keeps your makeup on all day, and also it keeps you so hydrated. I don't know if it's just this, but I'm so hydrated when I wear this product with the other products, or even this with other products. Like I love this beyond words. My last setting spray, I don't think this came out this year, but I am so obsessed with it. This is, as you can probably tell, this is the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. I am obsessed with this setting spray. I spray my beauty sponge with it all the time, and it makes your under eye so hydrated and glowy, and it just gives you that like luminous finish to your face. It's so beautiful. I even put on a matte foundation before, and it changes you, let me tell you. It is such an amazing setting spray. So the last two products on my favorites list here are skincare products. The first one I'm going to give a shout out to is the Ordinary Caffeine Solution, the 5%. This has changed my under eye for the better, let me tell you. If you haven't picked this up, you should definitely pick this up. I put it on in the morning and I put it on at night around my eyes where I have a lot of darkness, which is also jeans, but it really does help the under eye. The caffeine in it really gets rid of puffiness, really gets rid of darkness under the eye. It really helps out. So this is something that I'm so happy I purchased thanks to my cousin. This is a definite buy. The next one, this is almost empty actually, but I've just purchased a full size from Sephora. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Removing Balm. If you watched my skincare video, which I will link down below as well, this changed my makeup. I don't use wipes anymore as much. This takes off your makeup like magic. It's actually ridiculous and so amazing. It smells great. Your skin feels so hydrated afterwards. So this, to me, deserved a shout out this year because this is my favorite skincare product at the moment. So now we're gonna move on to my least favorites. Dun, dun, dun. Why am I doing that? Sorry. I only have 3 that I could really think of and be like, oh, I hate this so much. Actually, I have 4, but I don't know where it is. Hold on. I only have 4 products that I really didn't like this year. And I'm so sorry. I hate doing this. I hate putting people in the spotlight. But there's a couple products that I hope you don't buy because unless you like it, good for you, but not for me. The first one I'm going to talk about is this Benefit Brow Microfilling Pen. This sucked. $32 and this sucked. It barely shows up on your hand. What is that? I got I'm getting too agitated. I got the Essence one, which I didn't like either, but it showed up more than this, and that was $3. So that's a definite no for me. That's a pass. Don't waste your money on it. If you love it already, I'm sorry for talking ish about it, but to me, it didn't do me no good. My next one, which I have said that I don't like this before, but the Morphe Fluidity Matte Foundation. I tried it this year. I'm sure it didn't just come out this year, but I tried it this year and I very much disliked it. It dried up and caught in certain places, which I've never had that issue before with the foundation really, unless it's like really not for me. But I have pretty even skin tone. I have a pretty like a combination skin that's not too dry, not too oily. Like I don't get oily skin very often. So like it's usually everything sits so nicely on my skin, and this, it was horrible. It was so drying. It was starting to like patch up. And I, again, am not I don't have dry skin. So it shouldn't be flaking and patching, and it just looked horrible on my skin. If you like this already, I'm so glad for you. I'm happy for you, but this is not for me. The next 2 products are from the same line, and I already feel bad talking about them because I put some of the products in my favorites, so that's all I got for you. The first one is the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. This was one of the worst primers I've ever used in my life. This is not illuminating. This did nothing for me. I did not like this. It did not grip my foundation. It did not make my makeup last longer. Plus, I only got this little bit for like $26. I'm gonna pay $26 for something this small, it better be good. Come on, girl. This I did not love. This was drying. It did not sit well with any different foundation I put on top of it, sorry. I put the Rare Beauty one. I did not like it under that. I did not like it under any foundation that I tried it with. This was a no-go for me. If you liked it, again, good for you, but this was a definite no-go for me. Too drying and not illuminating enough. My next product that I disliked this year was the Rare Beauty Concealer. This, to me, I don't understand. I expected so much more from this concealer. Everybody was saying, oh, it's so good. Some people liked it. Some people did. It had very mixed reviews. I even love this cool little applicator. Like, look how nice that is. That's such a, like, a different type of applicator. So cool. I tried it a couple different times and I got the same outcome every single time. The first time I used it, even the second time and the third time and every time I've used it, I had patchiness and dryness under the eye. I have never had that issue before. I don't have dry under eye. I don't usually have that issue. Even when I use my own primers, I tried my own eye cream under it. This to me, it was patching and creasing, and it's not it for me. And if you set it with a powder, oh my God forbid you set this with the powder. Do you know what happens to your face? You don't even want to know. Even if you don't set it, you're going to get it not nice. But if you set it, don't. That's all I'm going to say to you. Don't do it. You're going to get dry patches and caca. You're not going to like it. I'll tell you that right now. So don't do it. This next product, I have to say it at the end because it was a love and a dislike at the same time. But I love the product, hate the scent. I've talked about this before. The scent, I hate it so much. It smells so bad. It gives me a headache. I promise I'm going to buy a new scent and then it'll be flipped back onto the other side. But the scent drives me nuts. The product is amazing. This is the Laneige Glowy Makeup Balm. It's so amazing. It's so glossy and pretty on top of anything. But the scent, your lips are right under your nose. What were you guys thinking? I literally want to throw up when I smell this. But it's such a good product. So that's why I had to put it at the very end because I don't know what to think about it. It makes me really sad because the scent is so bad. But I'm thinking I might give this one away and then buy a different scent. But anyway, those are my favorites and least favorites. There was a lot more favorites than least favorites this year and dislikes. So I'm sorry for the people I had to point out for the dislikes, but they just did not work for me. But the rest of the products, I hope you liked them. I hope you try them. And if you have any likes or dislikes, please put them in the comments below. I would love to know what you like or dislike this year that you tried. Even if it's not from this year, I would love to know. If you like this video and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I hope everybody has an amazing, happy new year. And I'll see you in the next video.